The Lamborghini Aventador represented the physical limit of the pure combustion era. It was built on a specific kind of mechanical violence. That identity was defined by two massive physical components: a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 and a notoriously aggressive single-clutch transmission. Looking at the bare chassis on the assembly line, you can see how much space that massive engine required. But the very things that made this platform a legend also made it a target. High-displacement engines struggle to exist in a world moving towards strict efficiency standards. Global emissions regulations are tightening, and the industry is shifting toward full electrification. For a company defined by the roar of 12 cylinders, the path forward wasn't clear. Many enthusiasts assumed the math was final. The heavy, gas-burning V12 was effectively dead. Lamborghini's answer is the Revuelto. It isn't a retreat from the V12. It's an attempt to use hybrid technology to make that engine viable for a new set of performance demands. Lamborghini treats the high-voltage battery as a secondary tool. Electrification acts as a bolt-on performance upgrade for the chassis, leaving the mechanical core intact. The heart of the car remains this 6.5-liter V12. As technicians assemble the block, the focus is still on high RPM, naturally aspirated power, not downsizing. However, this engine is now supported by 3 electric motors. Combined, they push the total output to over 1,000 horsepower. This schematic shows the power distribution. The V12 is in the rear, while 2 electric motors mount to the front wheels. This electric all-wheel drive system can adjust traction at each individual tire in milliseconds, far faster than a mechanical differential. The driving dynamic has shifted. It's no longer just about the brute force of the engine. It's about the software managing how that force reaches the pavement. You can feel this shift most clearly in the transmission. The Aventador's single-clutch gearbox was famous for its violent, jarring shifts. At low speeds, it was unrefined and difficult to manage. The Revuelto introduces a dual-clutch transmission. By preloading the next gear, the car eliminates the pause between shifts. What used to be a physical jolt is now a continuous, uninterrupted flow of energy. This graph shows a traditional V12's power curve. During gear shifts or low RPMs, torque drops, creating physical gaps in power. The Revuelto's electric motors fill those gaps instantly, surging power when the combustion engine is weakest, resulting in perfectly flat acceleration. This results in a 0 to 100 km/h time of approximately 2.5 seconds. To manage that extreme speed, the aggressive front bodywork channels airflow directly into cooling ducts and over the active rear wing, keeping it stable past 350 km/h. Electrification pushes the car past the hard limits of physical combustion. By filling torque gaps, the hybrid motors accomplish what gears and pistons could never do alone. There is a common assumption that hybrid supercars are clinical, quiet, and less engaging than their predecessors. The Revuelto doesn't follow that pattern. In the real world, it remains loud, visceral, and unmistakably aggressive. When engineered for performance rather than just efficiency, hybrid technology actually heightens the mechanical experience. Lamborghini has successfully forced electricity to serve the combustion engine. The V12 provides the sensory experience, the sound and the vibration, while the electric motors provide the millisecond accurate control of the wheels. The Revuelto places the erratic, high RPM output of the V12 within a framework of software. It's a transition from unguided power to surgical energy management. By making the V12 compatible with modern performance standards, Lamborghini secured its production future. The combustion engine survives because software made it smarter.